Okay, so if you run any kind of service business online, you know this exact moment. A potential customer lands on your site, they're clicking around, they're interested, but they have a question. That one little interaction right then and there can literally be the difference between landing a new client and losing a sale forever. So what's getting in the way?
Ugh, this phrase. We've all been there, right? You hear this, and you just know what it means. Friction. Your hot lead, the person who is ready to go, now has to stop what they're doing, check their email, find the link, click it, and maybe, just maybe, download some software. Every single one of those steps is a chance for them to get distracted and just disappear.
It's a serious question to ask yourself. That big gap between a customer showing interest and the moment you actually get to speak with them, that's where your revenue just vanishes into thin air. And this points to a huge problem that so many small businesses are dealing with every single day.
Yeah, most businesses feel like they're caught between a rock and a hard place. They're basically forced to pick one of two really bad options when it comes to actually talking with their customers online.
And this lays it out perfectly. On one hand, you've got the clunky and free route. You know what I'm talking about, endless email back and forths, sending out separate Zoom links. It's just messy, it's slow, and honestly, it can feel a little unprofessional. Then, on the other hand, you've got these super powerful, amazing enterprise tools like Intercom. But the problem is, they come with these crazy high monthly fees that literally punish you with a bigger bill the more contacts you get.
So what if there was a third option? A tool that was actually designed to bridge that gap between clunky and costly. Well, this is where a tool called Consolto comes into the conversation.
The whole idea behind Consolto is that it's a complete virtual office that just lives right there on your website. It pulls together instant chat, voice calls, and high-touch video consulting all into one neat little package. And maybe the most important part, absolutely no downloads required for your customer.
And here's the kicker. Right now on AppSumo, this tool is available for a one-time payment of just $59.
That's right, not $59 a month, not per year, for life. That's a pretty bold claim on value, so let's dig in and see if the tool actually delivers on that promise.
So let's pop the hood. What exactly are you getting inside this all-in-one toolkit for that one-time payment? This right here is the magic trick. This is the core of what it does. A customer's on your site, they see the little video icon, they click it, and bam, the call just starts. Instantly, right in their browser. No Zoom, no Teams, no, hold on, let me send you a link. It's all powered by WebRTC technology, which basically just removes that whole technical headache. And that is a huge, huge win, especially for clients who aren't super tech savvy.
But it's way more than just a video chat tool. It's got an advanced scheduler that syncs up with your Google or Outlook calendar, which means you could probably ditch your Calendly subscription. It has a built-in micro-CRM that keeps track of all your contacts and conversations. For support calls, it's got screen sharing and even co-browsing, so you can see exactly what your user is seeing on your website. You can even customize the little widget to match your brand's exact color hex codes.
Okay, look, all those features sound great on a sales page. But the real question is, how does this thing actually perform under pressure, in the real world? To find out, the reviewer decided to put it to the test. And they didn't go easy on it. The scenario was designed to be tough. The reviewer pretended to be a customer on an iPhone connected only to a standard, kind of shaky 4G network, not some stable Wi-Fi. The mission? Start a video call and actually try to pay for a service during the call. And the results were, well, they were pretty impressive. The visitor taps the icon, and just 2 seconds later, a high-quality video call is up and running. While they're on that call, a payment request for $50 was sent. And get this, within 60 seconds, that payment was successfully processed right inside the chat window without ever dropping the video call. That's a seamless workflow.
The reviewer called this ability to basically maintain eye contact while collecting a payment a workflow superpower. And you can see why. The argument is that this smooth experience could easily pay for the entire tool in just one single sale. So, we know it works, but now let's break down the numbers and see if this lifetime deal truly makes financial sense for your business.
I mean, this chart really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? You're looking at a $59 one-time payment for Consolto versus a comparable subscription to a tool like Intercom, which could easily run you a minimum of $468 a year. That's a savings of over $400 in the first year alone, and then you own the tool forever.
But let's be really clear here. This isn't about which tool is universally better. It's about the right tool for the right job. Intercom is an absolute enterprise beast.
It wins on deep automation, AI, and managing massive support queues. Consolto, on the other hand, wins on human-to-human interaction. It is built from the ground up for businesses that rely on that personal touch, on consulting, and on closing those high-ticket deals.
So, let's bring it all together. With all this information on the table, who is this deal actually for? Who should be pulling the trigger on this? Because, no tool is perfect. The pros are crystal clear. It's zero friction for your clients, it has payments built right in with Stripe and PayPal, and it replaces a handful of other subscriptions you're probably paying for. The cons? Well, it doesn't have those super complex chatbot automations of an enterprise tool. The reviewer did notice some minor UI quirks on smaller mobile screens, and the analytics, while they're good, they're not deeply enterprise grade. So the final recommendation is really straightforward. This is an absolute must-buy if you're a high-ticket service provider like a lawyer, a consultant, or an accountant. It's a game changer for a real estate agent giving virtual tours. And it's an absolute dream for any solopreneur who just wants to kill their subscriptions to Calendly, Zoom, and some other chat widget and roll it all into one simple lifetime tool.
Ultimately, it all boils down to this one question you have to ask yourself. If your business thrives on looking a client in the eye to close a deal, then a tool designed for that exact personal connection is a powerful asset. But if your business is all about managing thousands of automated support tickets, you probably need a different kind of system. The choice really just depends on what's at the very core of your business model.